Pepper was with us today, and I think we all ought to give her a round of applause. And we have Alderman Ted with us today. Alderman, where are you? Wave your hand. There you are, right in front of me. Thank you. And without further ado, I'd like to call upon Alderman Bob O'Connor, who is here today to represent His Honor Mayor Wisner, who I understand is not quite up to par. So, Alderman O'Connor, would you join us, please?
Good afternoon. On behalf of Mayor Tom Wisner and the entire City Council, I'm very honored to be here today. As we're celebrating Veterans Month and as we look forward next week to Veterans Day, it's entirely appropriate that we're here today for the start of the work in regard to this monument that we're here. I want to express on behalf of the Mayor and the entire City Council our appreciation to the Veterans Advisory Council for all of their work, Chairman Jim Toma and all of the members of the Council for everything that you've been doing. You have been a tremendous assistance and aid to the veterans in Aurora, and you are raising the level of consciousness and caring among the citizens of Aurora, which I think is very important. So we are very appreciative of everything that you're doing and starting on this very great task here in regard to this monument. Aurora has a very proud history, and a lot of that history is the service given by servicemen and servicewomen throughout all the ages for their country. And so we are pleased to come today to say thank you very much for all of that service, and thank you to the veterans also who gave the ultimate sacrifice. And as we are trying to complete an unconnected circle here in regard to a monument for the persons who gave their lives in the Korean War, Vietnam, Desert Storm, Iraq, Afghanistan, and any of the conflicts that the United States has been involved with in World War II. There are many monuments throughout the city honoring our veterans. I think this is entirely proper and appropriate to have this at this point, all of the work that's being done. And it's really appropriate to have it at the Sunken Garden, which is a Aurora landmark. How meaningful it will be for families to be here, to see the flowers and the trees, new life, but also to consider and think about the lives that were given for their country by the servicemen, servicewomen. And that is to protect, defend, and preserve our freedom and our liberties in the United States. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, Alderman. I'd like to take a quick moment to tell you a little bit about the history of our interest in having this monument. As Alderman O'Connor said, this will end or add to the circle of honoring we do for the members of the City of Aurora who have made the ultimate sacrifice. You can see we have the World War Monument on the far side, the one on the right. The Second World War Monument is the next one, and that's recently been repaired. And part of that is interesting enough is what started us on this project of having a third monument. For one of our meetings, Bob Olga sitting right here, and Mr. Delatore, whose son did pay the ultimate sacrifice in the last wars, were very interested in one, having this monument repaired. You see the bases and the work progress is being done. And Mr. Anderson of the Park District has been working very hard to get that completed in the proper manner. And then we looked at other monuments in other places like Marseilles, the new monument in Sheridan. And we decided that we would like to have a monument as Alderman O'Connor described. We went out, got some bids. Before that, very fortunately, our Vice Chairman, Lisa Garcia, happened to meet the people at Corrigan and Clark at another meeting and told them about what we wanted to do. And they immediately volunteered to do the design for this monument. That's the design which has been approved by the council and His Honor the Mayor. And that's what it will look like. And it will always be cared for by this same company, and unfortunately, if need be, new names that's how we got here today, and I think that it's an interesting project. It's been fun to do. We've got great bids. We found a good builder of the monument, and they've done many. It's Maurice Moore Memorial, and they've done such a wonderful job. I'm sure if you all can help us raise the funds, we'll be able to get that thing up hopefully next year. I'd like to call upon the chairman of the Aurora Veterans Advisory Council, Joe Tome, to come up and say a few words.
Good afternoon. I want to thank you also very much for coming. I'll try and keep this brief, but at the same time, I'm going to give you something to ponder about. When you leave here today, please try and focus all your energy on why we are here and not who is here. The Veterans Advisory Council has a mission statement that we read at every meeting, and it goes like this. We are advocates for all veterans of all nations and all conflicts. We shall ensure our citizens, our city, and our nation remember the sacrifices of those gone and those who remain. We shall work on their behalf to enlighten the city of veterans' situations and likewise inform the citizens about the city's efforts for the veterans. With that, as I said, I'll cut it short. But this Saturday we are having a Veterans Night Out at Valley Doyle at 6 o'clock. Bring your checkbooks, have fun, and see you then. Thank you.
I like the idea about bringing your checkbook. You know, we'll take cash too. I don't think that Herschel, who is the chairman of our fundraising committee, would ever turn down a dollar. Herschel, say something quick.
Thank you.
That's the shortest speech that Mr. Luckenbill has made in my acquaintance. So I'd like to ask you to stand up now and allow the colors to be retreated.
Amendment.
Gentlemen. And again, thank you all very much for being out here today. We started out with sunshine. You folks have added to the sunshine for us for today. We really appreciate it.
Hi, Linda.
Thank you.